last live if my mic was on. But anywho, good morning, y'all. Good morning. It is 9:09 a.m. this wet Wednesday morning. I hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm just rambling. I got up early in the morning. I looked and I was like, damn it, it's raining. It's raining, man. It's raining, man. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna let myself get absolutely so wet. No, I can't sing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. Good morning. I'm up early in the morning. Well, it's not early. It's like 9 o'clock. That's not early for me. But I'm up. No use going back to sleep. Or I'm going to wind up sleeping away my day. So, it's 9 o'clock. Where's my lighter? Okay, there we go. Now, it's 9... What time is it? Yeah, it's 9:09. So, if you own the FDR, and it's 9:09, and you're supposed to be at work at 9 o'clock, I suggest that you call your boss and tell them that you're going to be late. I'm hoping that all my 8 to 4 people, y'all got to work y'all got to work okay. I know traffic was probably kind of fucked up for y'all. It usually is in the NYC, especially when you're traveling like the FDR or the Belt Parkway. You know, them joints are usually like they packed in the mornings. Good luck to getting to work. And the Cross Bronx Expressway, that's usually murder trying to get to work. So if you are on these 3 expressways and it's after 9 o'clock and you're supposed to be at work at 9, tell your boss you're going to be late because you're not going to go anywhere. I didn't even check the traffic report. Somebody let me know. I'm just doing this, imagining how the traffic is. I don't know for sure. If you need the traffic report, cut on your TV, listen to whatever you listen to in the morning. Hopefully they'll give you the traffic. I'm just giving you a usual, ordinary NYC morning when it's 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? So hopefully all my 8 o'clocks got there with no problems. My 7 to 3 people, I rocked with y'all. My 7 to 3 and my 6 to 2, I rocked with y'all because y'all got to get up dumb early in the morning to get to your job. So, especially when you live far away. So, hopefully everybody got to work or got to their appointments. I hope everybody is starting their day positively. I hope everybody has a productive Wednesday. And let's just see how the day holds. Last night was crazy on YouTube. I tell y'all before, I don't do YouTube commentary because I would have to send the live the whole time and make sure I get the information correct before I give it out to people. So I don't do those. But there was, I will say there's a lot of friends fighting. I think there's a lot of fucking going on. I don't know. None of my business. If you have a loved one in your life and they gave you good sex this morning, I'm happy for you. See, that's how you start your morning. But anyway, back to last night. So it's just a bunch of pervs arguing. Friends are fighting friends. Boys are involved. Things of that nature. And then we just have people that are just really upsetting each other right now. So they just need a time to figure shit out, you know. Sometimes you just watch and you just like, you know what? Y'all just talk. Y'all just figure that shit out. If y'all say y'all good, then y'all be good again, okay? So we have a lot of friends. We have a lot of friends that are fighting with each other. So I'm hoping all the friends that are fighting with each other or all the people that are cool with each other, y'all fighting, I hope y'all can come to a resolution and stop fighting on YouTube. And that's pretty much my commentary on last night. Moving on. Let's see. I don't feel like talking about Trump anymore. Oh my gosh. I If I do another Let's Talk, that would be my third Let's Talk on Donald Trump. I can't remember. But one of the things I came across, which I kind of figured it might happen because they talked about this before the Diddy trials even happened. Trump was already discussing getting Diddy out. He said it before. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing a third Let's Talk on Trump. I don't want to do that. But if I have to, I would bring out old articles where just last year Trump was talking about pardoning Diddy if he's found guilty. So yeah. So when it came up in my YouTube feed again, with the New York Post, I was not surprised because Trump has said he was going to do that if Diddy was found guilty of any of his charges. So I'm not surprised with that. I think it was it the first Let's Talk Donald Trump I did when I did a skit with Donald, uh, Kanye West, and Puffy. It was a tacky skit, but I had fun doing it. And I was kind of alluding in the skit, like, Puffy, relax. Donald already said he was going to get you out. So whatever they say is whatever they say. But here's the thing, right? And this is the only time I'm going to talk about Puffy. The only time, well, no, I've talked about him before. But as far as giving some type of a opinion, because that's just what it is. It's my opinion based on the due diligence and my research that I do before I try to say anything. So, my opinion based on the research I've done, right? I was having, and okay, I'm gonna switch to conspiracy theory for a second because I paused for a minute because I wanted to see how I was gonna put this so people can understand. So I take this back to when I was having a conversation um, a few days back with this lady. She's 78 years old, white lady, and we was just conversating. She's one of my little brewskis, even though she's older than me. She's one of my little brewskis. So anyway, we stood up there talking about Puff. And I'm like, first of all, I don't like the fact that they're trying to make Puff out to look like the black Jeff Epstein. I don't like that. Puff wasn't the originator of these freak parties. These freak parties have been going on with these celebrities, with these politicians, with these athletes. Anybody involved in this industry has been to freak parties worse than Puff. And that's facts. It's just Puff's freak party just happened to make it to the mainstream. But this is nothing new. This is nothing new among those people because they're not called Hollyweird for no reason. They're not called politicians for no reason. They call that what they call that because that's what they are. Or that's how they live or whatever. So I was talking to my little booski, and she was telling me, she was like, I got one for you, GlowGlow. What if all this was just so the FBI would have an excuse to raid Puffy? So whatever evidence, whatever footage, whatever recordings that Puffy may have had over all these people that he allegedly might have recorded doing some questionable things. Let, allegedly, this is what we were saying, this is what we was, talking. Then maybe that the FBI just needed an excuse to raid Puffy because they needed whatever Puffy had on everybody else, and maybe wanted to teach Puffy a lesson about playing with them like that. And I was looking at her, and I was like, you know what? That does kind of make sense. Because if he's been keeping records of the who's who of the who's who of the where, and he's been, doing all this, well, instead of just having him float in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, I'll just raid him and take all his shit and have him do some jail time for being that nosy and humiliate him. And so we was just talking about this. And I was like, you know what? That is not too far off base. Because it's not like people have gotten apprehended, especially in the NYC back in the 80s, where the coppers allegedly would stop people and frisk them and basically just take the inventory and the money and just let them go. So NYC coppers do that. I don't know if they do that now. I'm gonna put allegedly, because I don't want the coppers coming after me. Okay, but allegedly, that's what the coppers would do. They would stop and frisk you, take your stuff, and just have you go on about your way and give you a warning and tell you if you do the dumb shit again, they're gonna arrest you. What dumb shit you was doing, you don't know. But that's what the coppers would say. So if regular coppers can do that to ordinary citizens, to us average Joes, who's to say that the FBI would not do that to us as well? As a matter of fact, they have, allegedly. Everything's allegedly, y'all. Everything's allegedly, because I'm not trying to upset anybody, and I'm not trying to give a sworn testimony like it's like I witnessed it. No. I'm just saying. We're just talking this morning, and I'm just rambling. So Puffy got 4 years, 4 or so years. Listen, like I said before, I don't care. And it's not I don't care, because there's so much else going on. Like, first of all, this is a game to them that they like to play on us. They like to put one of them in the spotlight and have us focus on them while ignoring other things that we should be paying attention to. And so that's why I really haven't been keeping up with nothing about the Puffy trials. What is sad is that for content creators, and content creating is a new thing, it's a modern thing, it's a millennium thing, where now you have this new, you have this group of people now they're covering the news just like your news reporter, but it's going through social media, right? So I don't know if this is the first time that social media has been a heavy force with a trial like this, but the only thing I can say is that it's sad that for this trial, for this trial, and for content creators to be reporting on this trial, and you want to be taken seriously as a content creator, and you're covering a high-profile trial. What you don't want to do is look like an asshole, while covering the track. What happened to that lady and that baby oil being poured all over her because she was anti-Puffy? That was fucked up. We have our opinions to how we feel, what we view. Like, and that's what we have. And so just because this one lady was for sure that Puff was going to go underneath the jail, underneath that jail, underneath that jail, underneath that jail, and that didn't happen. There was no reason for her to get squirted with baby oil like that. That's fucked up. And see, when we keep doing stupid shit like that, they're gonna censor us from delivering whatever news that we're delivering, or delivering whatever interest that we want to share with the public. So we need to quit doing stupid things like that, because as far as I know, the amount of social media that came out there, we needed to represent ourselves a lot better than what happened to that girl. I don't know her. I didn't like her stance. Like Puffy, 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 and Puffy, and Puffy, and Puffy's going to jail, and Puffy's going to, and he's going to prison. He's going to prison forever. And Puffy, I didn't like that either. Because you're being biased. But hey, you got biased people in the world. Just walk around them. Just walk around them. Walk around them. And if you got to, walk over them. But don't attack them. That was so tacky, and I was like, oh my gosh, why? When they want to censor social media platforms anyway. And if you don't believe me, wait until my next let's talk, where I keep saying these Demo dummies and these Republic waste buckets, they work alongside by side each other. They're just playing in our faces. And the next let's talk, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about when I'm talking about we are 2 seconds away from us going under total censorship. Alright? So while we putting bullshit out on YouTube and Instagram and whatever else that you putting your bullshit out on, you're only gonna have a certain amount of time. Because when they're gonna have their way where we're not gonna be able to say what we want without being penalized. We already have ICE doing snatch and grabs. And hold on, is it true that where was I reading this at? Was it Chicago? Okay, I need somebody from Chicago to help me out. Or I gotta look over the article again. It was a matter between ICE and the police department, where ICE was trying to apprehend, they was just doing their usual snatch and grab. And the police was there. And they allegedly, I'm going to read the article again, they recklessly let loose tear gas, and the police was there. I caught the ending of the clip where the police was wiping off their eyes and coughing from where ICE had let off a tear gas to subdue whatever people or persons they was trying to apprehend. So I need a Chicago person to fill me in if it was your town, if it was your city, or somewhere else. I'm going to look through my articles again, because I kept that I think I saved that because I was like, wow. So ICE is battling the police? And I'm like, yeah. Because this is what I want y'all to do. Look up the FEMA emergency, it's the FEMA, I think emergency management when the United States is um, is under martial law, and FEMA has the right to step in and control the country, or even over the president and over the military. So, and I want y'all to look it up, because if this is not an example of an outside entity just coming in and just superseding our constitution, superseding state regulations, just superseding, this is only one of many events to come, as far as ICE, as far as local law enforcement, and us U.S. citizens. More is to come. All right, I've been on here 21 minutes. Do me a favor, when you hear the replay, please like it. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I just came on for my morning ramble, uh, just bouncing off ideas. It looks like it's gonna be a rainy Wednesday. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those weird Wednesdays. So let's see what's going on out there in the real world, and let's see what's going on these YouTube streets. Y'all have a good morning. What time is it? Did my 9 to 5 people make it to work yet? Because most likely y'all was stuck in traffic because of a stupid ass driver who don't know how to drive on these expressways. They caused some stupidness, and now there's a hold up on the expressway. I hope that's not one of y'all, one of yous 9 to 5 people. Hopefully y'all made it to work safe. My 10 to 6 people, y'all should be already out there trying to get to work. See, this is what I'm telling you about my 10 to 6. You 10 to 6 people, y'all have to leave out at 8 o'clock to get to your jobs by 10 in NYC, because everything's congested. I told my little 10 to 6 people this a while back, or did I? Well, you know now. Listen, I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Please like this video. I'll talk to y'all later.